Namaskar everyone, greetings. This is me Menuka and you are watching Visesh Sangvad. This is my first time appearing here and I have a very special guest for today. I have with me Program Secretary of International People's Theatre. He is a renowned artist himself, so help me welcome Eric. Welcome to our show.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I hope I pronounced it right because I was very nervous on that name.
It was correct, no problem.
Yeah. So welcome to ITAHARI, welcome to our channel, welcome to our show. And first and foremost, how has Nepal been for you? It's been 5 days, right? So overall, how has Nepal treated you?
Even the weather is cold, but I feel very warm because people are really nice, really kind, and very warm-hearted people. So wherever I go, I feel that people are really giving support for this foreigner and to treat me really well and then to show me to places. So I'm happy that I'm here. I see many new friends.
Okay. So do people confuse you for Nepali? Because we have similar kind of feature here as well.
Yes.
So do you get that or not?
Yes. So when I just arrived, I was wearing my mask from the airplane. But when I get down the mask, everyone says, "Oh, just like Nepali." So I was okay. I feel like home.
Yeah. There is I think we have this bias as well. If we feel like, oh, you look like Nepali and you behave like Nepali, there is a little biasness, I think, in general people give to that particular person. But anyways, we have this hospitality as well in our culture. We definitely treat our guests as a god that has arrived. So I hope we as a Nepali have treated you well, and it's good to hear that you've been treated well here. So let's get to the point, right? You are in Nepal visiting for a short while for a very special occasion.
Yes.
That is going to happen in March. So please tell us about that.
Okay. So this time I'm coming here as a preliminary preparation trip for the International People's Theatre Festival 2025, which will happen in March, between the 1st of March until the 12th of March. So it's an international festival that brings together theatre artists from different countries to Nepal to have this important exchange, I think, at this time of history that we need more connection between people from different cultures, different backgrounds, because we all face similar struggles. So this is why I'm coming here, and I look forward to meet more artists, meet more people, and then in March we will see a really strong and fruitful festival.
Wow, we are very much excited for that festival, and I hope to see many dramas, and I hope to see many artists and shows in ITAHARI, because it is going to be held in ITAHARI as well this time around in March, I guess. I see that this particular festival is a different version, because there have been many international drama festivals for many years now. So how is this particular festival any different, or how is it a new version now?
Okay. Because we are focused on people's theatre. So there are many dramas, many theatres in this world, but we are more focused on people's theatre because the definition of people's theatre is the theatre of the people. So it's the theatre about the life of all the ordinary people in the community. So it's not just big plot, imaginary plot or stories from other countries. It's about the community here living. So this is theatre of the people, and it's also theatre by the people. So we are not just writing a script and then send superstars to perform and then to screen it. We are asking, requesting and inviting the local people to tell us their stories about their life, and then they will perform about their own stories, because you get more empowerment when you can tell your own stories to other people. And the third part of people's theater is the theater for the people. So we want to create theater. Of course, theater has to be good for people to watch. They can get insights and they get entertained. But the main thing is not just the entertainment. It's for the change of life. It's for social change. So it would be important that after this festival, we want to bring all this insight to Itahari, to Kathmandu, to Dankuta, not just as an entertainment festival and then like fireworks and it's gone. We want to create a connection and exchanges with people that they can have more reflection, they build more network, and then in the future people can come together to be stronger together, and then we can fight our common goal.
Wow, that is a beautiful goal to have, and overall we can say that it is democracy.
Yes, yes.
For the people, of the people, for the people,
Yes.
and by the people.
Yes.
That is a very particular set of goal, and that is a very genuine and very good goal, and which is very good to hear as well, because when we talk about theatre, it is the grand theatricals we think about. We think about the drama, we think about the exaggerations of everything that is being presented there. But to present a theatrical of the people, look, general people, we can have that as well. So how did they start People's Theatre? How did this International People's Theatre even begin? How did it come to be?
Okay, so actually this time the co-director of this People's Theatre Festival is Mr. Mok Chiu Yu from Hong Kong, and also Ashish Mala from Nepal, Savanam. So they actually met 30 years ago for a project called The Big Wind. So at that time they were it was in the 1990s, so it was a long time ago, where connection and communication was difficult, but they all came together to discuss about what are the issues that we are all facing now together in Asia. So what they found out was that is the migration, because people are drawn from their own home, their own culture, to big cities, capital cities or metropolitan, to look for work, to look for opportunities and to get resources. But actually, in the end, they may suffer even more because they are away from their own resources, and there is too much competition, and they are drawn into really challenging situations. Families are broken, and communities are gone, and then in the big city you have all these fights and everything. So they created this project to make a tour in Asia. It was a long time ago. So now, after 30 years, I think the world doesn't really change a lot. There are still really similar struggles. We all heard about migration now with the climate crisis and then economy imbalance. There is still similar problem. So masters like Mr. Mok and Ashish Mala, they want to continue this exploration, but not just with their generations. They want to bring also younger people together to extend the network to face the contemporary world in a new way. So this festival is again conceptualized by the two masters, and then we are coming together with the younger generation to create a new festival to talk about theater for peace. Because now in this world, even though we are in a very modern time, there are still so many conflicts, wars and challenges of the people. So we want to talk about the relevant topics of different countries. So that's why we are creating this festival again in 2025 to talk about how we are facing different aspects of this current society. What do we do? What do we need to do? What are the problems? How can we people come together to work together? So again, there are a lot of political powers in this world making big changes that we cannot resist. But at People's Theatre level, we want the community to connect because this is more sustainable. It's not just politicians or big corporations who are deciding the future of us, but we together, we share our culture, we share our stories, and then we know that we are not just alone fighting our own fight.
Yeah.
We want to be connected. So this is the background of why we want to create this festival again.
Oh. So definitely building a community,
Yes.
international community.
Yes, yes.
We are going to have 13 different countries participating in
Yes.
this festival coming this March. So what are the kind of dramas, how are they going to be performed here? As we have talked a little bit about this prior to our interview here. So how are we going to see particular countries with their particular stories, or are we going to see amalgamation of artists of different countries? So how is it going to be like?
Okay, so in the festival we have workshops and also performances and also exchanges with artists. So we have different sub-themes of the whole festival because it's theater for peace, but it's a big topic.
Yeah.
So we have different smaller themes. The first is folk cultural activism. So for groups who are working with the folk culture, which is coming back to the root of the traditions of different cultures, which can be strong resources for facing the world now, because the wisdom, the learning, the teaching from the folk culture is important. So this is the first. The second is survivors from war and conflicts, because now we see wars again in this world, but actually there are already many people who has experienced those difficulties. So we want stories from the past to give us more learning, to give us more teaching. So what still are the aftermath from all these conflicts, and people are still suffering. So we want to really learn from it so that we can now make better decisions. And the third is these resolutions with nature. So we have groups who are working really inside the community in rural area, and they really face the environment so point blank, because they are in the places which is the most affected by climate change. So they work with water, they work with villages, they travel around villages to talk about agriculture, etc. So this is, I think, actually the fundamental problem that we are all facing as human beings, because in the future, if we are not growing crops, what can we eat? We cannot survive. So this, and then we have also this dancing with the powers.
Okay.
Because, you know, in different countries, we are having, not every country has a complete democracy. We can have really challenging situations in certain countries in this world. So artists are still working really hard in these countries. You know, they are trying to play along the line, you know, are you crossing it? Are you not crossing it? So it's like a dance with the power. So it's not always an opposition. So how do you work with the power in the country? At the same time, you are really being authentic and really giving support to the people. So this is really interesting stories to tell. And the last is solidarity sees no borders. So we have artists who are really working their life to create collaboration between countries. So it would be collaboration between different countries making into one single show, so that we want to show that even if we are people from different countries, even different continents, if we really come to understand the context of different peoples, then we will see that the common thread that is actually, you know, bonding us together is really very similar. So if we want to fight together, if we want to support each other, we need this solidarity beyond borders of the country, borders of race, borders of religion, borders of everything, that we can really touch each other. So we can feel the emotion, we can feel the struggle, and then we can join together and to work together for the bigger goal. So these are themes that, each theme we have different countries. So I think it's also a very good dialogue to see people from different places, different background, seeing the similar problems, so how they will face it and how the exchange can happen.
Wow. So we are already very much excited, and with you explaining all about this, I think our audiences are getting excited as well to participate as an audience in this festival. So we have talked about this drama festival that's going to be in March from 1st to 12th, and let's talk about you as well now, because I have been meaning to know about you more. So you were born in Hong Kong, and you have been in theatre industry, or let's say theatre, for almost a decade now. You have been working in this field. Sorry, a decade now. It's been almost 2 decades now.
Almost 2 decades, yes.
Almost 2 decades.
Yes.
It's nearing your 20th year very soon.
Yeah.
So how did you get into theatre? How did you get into art?
Okay. So actually, when I started, I was in my university. So I studied industrial engineering.
Yes, I got a hold of your CV yesterday, and I was like, okay, producer, creative producer, facilitator, organizer, international people's theatre. And there I see bachelor's degree of industrial engineering and engineering management. So what was that about? Is that an Asian thing?
Actually, that was, I think it was a surprise.
Even to you?
Yeah, because when I was trying to get my university, I was trying to find something easier. So I don't need so much time to study the text and everything. So I was really not literature at that time. So mathematics easy. So you understand it and then you can do it. You don't need to recite this and that. But then after 1 semester, industrial engineering was boring. So I couldn't just be inside the engineering field. So I started going to the drama society in my university, and this is the shirt that I wore in the first time in the society. So this is already 20 years old. So I went there. I experienced all these emotions and performing and to get the attention from the people, and at the same time you can convey messages to the people. I felt, okay, so this is my passion now. And after my graduation, I had a chance. I was lucky to work with Mr. Mok, who is now the coordinator, the co-producer of this festival. So I worked with him. I was just thinking, I am for performing. I want to be on the stage. But the way he does theater or arts in general is very different. He believed in community cultural development. So to do arts, it's not just for my own happiness. It's not just for fun. It's also for finding processes to get people together, to find the strengths, the confidence, the dignity of people through the arts when they are creating. It's all about them, but at the same time, it's all connecting to other people who have similar experiences. So when I started working with him, I see this whole new world of arts. So I started not just in theater, I also did community music, I did collaborative painting and kind of dancing and touring, storytelling, etc. So I found a new passion in me that I want to organize activities. I perform, I conduct workshop, and I organize as well. So that when I go to workshops or I go to a festival or different events that I facilitate, I see lights in people's eyes. Because maybe for the whole life they were told that they are not able.
Yeah.
They were told that they are not good. They are told that you should not express so much because you are not nice.
Yeah.
But the processes that we do is to empower.
Yeah.
Is to allow people to do from simple to complex, to step by step to find out the spiritual or the energy from themselves, to find the strength, to find the part of themselves that can be respected, to show to people, to connect with other people. So this is how I do my work now. So slowly by slowly, from just having fun in the university for drama, and now I believe in arts empowerment.
Wow. And before I get into another question, I must mention to our audiences, if any international audiences we have watching us, I want to mention, not all Asians think math is easy. That was the point I was stuck on. You said math was easy, so you chose industrial engineering and engineering management, and you found that boring, not difficult. that was the most shocking thing for me, because those are the things that people find difficult to be in, isn't that? And leaving all that behind, you are a very beautiful artist. You have been organizing all these festivals since very long time. What are you not good in? Because you are good in studies. I can know that, because you find math easy. And in terms of art as well, you sang, you danced, you painted, and you perform as well, you organize as well, and in international level. So do you think there's anything that you find that, okay, this is something that I'm not good at? You even cook. I know that.
Yes.
So what is that particular thing?
So thank you for saying all the kind words. Actually, I think all the things that you mentioned are also the weaknesses of mine. Because to me, all the work that I do, I can only achieve at most half when I work on myself. Because I am not really academically trained in music. I am not born or really practice a lot in painting. I'm not a painter. I don't really go to school for that. And as for drama, I didn't really study in a drama school. And in organizing, I didn't go to organizing school. No particular degree on that. So all the work that I have been able to do was through the support of partners. So like here in Nepal, I get the really honor to get the support from Sawanam Theatre Group. So of course, Ashish Mana, he created all this opportunity for us to come to the festival, and also in the management team of Sawanam. So there are Manish Aya and also Sesame Labu. They are the young batch of Sawanam, and they are really helping us to drift around in Nepal, to meet with people, to connect with people, and to understand the culture. So my weakness is that everything I can only do half. So I need collaborators, I need partners, I need friends to help me to make it a complete picture. And I'm really honored to have met all these people. And also in Itahari, Bikram Sri Sir from the Matrix and all his colleagues, they are really giving so much support to us. Without them, I'm nothing, and our organization can never come here to make anything happen. So this is what we really need. So this is also our weakness, but I know that we can find the strength from the local community to improve our weakness. So this is how we can make things happen.
Wow. That's very humble of you, and that you say that you can only do half without any help. or support. Well, that is in many cases when we have a good support system with us, we can outperform ourselves. But I think you are being very humble here. Do you think you are a perfectionist in that sense? Because I think you are like trying to, you are setting an unmatchable, that perfect standard for yourself, I think. So is that something you think yourself as a perfectionist?
I don't think, because I really try to plan ahead and to details, because I think with the details that is planned and laid out when we have after all the meetings is really helpful for artists who are not with me here to see everything happening, so that when they see the preparation that we have done, they are more relaxed. So when they come, they are not too shocked or surprised, and they can prepare really the art or the feeling to come to share with people. So in that sense, I try to really work to the details. But at the same time, I know many things are not in our hands. So I plan ahead, and then I go with the flow. Because I think in every different culture, even in different cities in one country, it can be totally different. So I will not just try to always stick to the same plan that we have made, because I think the most important thing is to live with the moment, to really enjoy the time with the community, and then we will find our way out. Because if a detailed plan can make everything perfect, then maybe the world is not like now, that we still find many problems. So the important thing is to really listen, to get together, to observe, and then we will find our way out in a different way, in an improvised way.
So, well, that was a beautiful answer. And I agree with you as well. I think we need to plan ahead, but we need to go with the flow as we go. So lastly, a final question for you. Well, I must mention this again. You have been in this field for almost 2 decades now, 20 years almost. So what is theatre art for you?
Okay. Wow, this is a strong question.
That is why I kept it for last.
I think a theater is a meeting place. So because the theater is actually in every day, so as long as someone is doing something in a space and someone else is watching it, it is already a theater. So in schools, all the teachers are performing every day. Students, they are performing. And people in the shop selling food, they are performing, they are creating. And the people who eat the food, they were the audience, but when they start becoming when they start to eat, they become the performer, because the shop owner will see. So every day we are actually having performances, we are having exchanges, you know, all this communication. So theater is actually in everyday life. Every moment when you are having exchanges, communication with people, this is theater. So I believe if everyone get more chance to experience the theater that we make, and then with reflection, they are actually having a good rehearsal of life in their daily life. So I hope people can enjoy more everyday life, and they are all very good theater artists by then.
Wow, that is very deep. Because I agree with you. We have been performing all our lives. We definitely perform. We are performing right here. And to be a good artist, I think we need to be a good person as well, isn't it? So that is what I got from you today. It was very, very lovely having you here, having this conversation. And finally, do you have anything to say? Few words for our audiences who are watching us. Do you want to say something? You can put it right out.
Thank you for allowing us to come to this country for some time to exchange with all of you. So I really would want to see more people coming to have conversation. We want to learn from the local communities. We want to learn from the artists here, and we have our history, our stories to share. So let's have a very good festival. It's like a good meeting with friends, future friends, and then we start from there, and then we can hold our hands.
So thank you so much, and again, it was a pleasure having you here, and all the very best to you and to the team of International People's Theatre for this upcoming drama festival, international drama, this festival that you're going to have, and we are all excited for that and hope to see you soon. So everyone out there who are watching us, this is it for our show today. We'll be back with next guest next time. So until then, keep watching NTVITAHARI. We bid farewell for today. Namaste. Bye-bye.